Resolution that resulted in a $2 million bank account for this group of soccer moms and ordinary citizens to have at their disposal to deal with this problem is clear evidence that a resolution is within the realm of possibility, even when at the beginning everybody says it looks like this is not going anywhere.
Two diverse groups like Downwinders at Risk and Holcim were able to reach an agreement that will benefit North Texas and that is built on trust.
A really important part of the fund was the set aside of approximately $2 million to help fund pollution control projects in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Some of it's because they're low-income individuals, and the Sue Pope Fund can help with some of that. Some of it is that they're organizations with no money, charitable organizations, and the Sue Pope Fund can help with that. Some of it is that they're government and taxpayer dollars, and fortunately the Sue Pope Fund steps up and helps pay for some of those things.
Talk about the lifespan of a taxi and how many miles they put on per year.
Well, it's our understanding that an average taxi will put on about 100,000 miles a year on the car. Taxis in Dallas-Fort Worth have to be less than 5 years old, but we'd like to accelerate the purchase of hybrids for taxis in our region.
Now that we have a match from Sue Pope, it's going to open the door for $1.2 million in additional funds to help turn over our fleet of taxis to hybrid vehicles. The people involved are very dedicated to the issue. They've been working this issue for many years within this region and are really committed to seeing the fund go towards actual on-the-ground emission reductions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What is going on in connection with this initiative is potentially a significant breakthrough that could have national consequences in a very good way.
I'm still in awe of what the group was able to accomplish.
What has been so terrific to me about this whole arrangement with the Sue Pope Fund is you've had a business that has put the money into the fund, has now worked with the same people who actually made them put the money into the fund, but it's created a good working relationship. And also, though, is enabled with the work of both of those organizations to go out and help other people who are very concerned about the environment. So it has been a true win-win for everybody.
Industry and communities have to coexist. We've got to live together and work together.
A one-word description of Downwinders at Risk, in my experience, would be tenacity.
Persistence. I've been very impressed with the persistence of Downwinders. When I read the history of the group and the history of its actions in Ellis County, you can begin to list the advances in pollution controls that have resulted directly from Downwinders' action.
You have to spend a lot of time. You have to remain committed. You have to remain steadfast.
Having seen what Sue Pope wrought from her decision in 1998 to intervene in this small permitting matter, it has blossomed into this unprecedented agreement that has itself then produced this unprecedented amount of money to be spent on anti-pollution measures by a group of citizens who live in the area. And we couldn't name the fund anything else but the Sue Pope Fund.
I think one of the most gratifying things of being part of a movement is now that everybody has to admit there is a problem and that we all have to do something. Even a small handful of people can make an immense difference. When you're right, you're right.
to